Good evening. Whew. Happy Monday. What a Monday. I swear, they all just roll together. They just all roll together. Yesterday, I couldn't even remember how old I was. I had to do the math. I thought I was turning 43 this year. I'm turning 42. I was tickled pink that I'm a year less than what I thought I was. You know, I just get lost in the day, in the moment. I don't really think about certain things. And my age is being one of them. It's definitely not something I think about. It's not. By any means. I'm just, I don't know, living, growing, evolving, surviving, like everybody else in this world. Same scenario. It's mind-boggling to me, though, some of the things that I pick up on and I see and I have an understanding with. Some of the things that come out of my mouth, too. Like yesterday when I was at work, and I would just be in conversation with coworkers and like, wow, Amanda, that's really good advice. And I'm like, I don't even know where that came from. You know? We were talking about her son. Her son was, I think he joined the Navy or the military. He joined a branch. And I told her, you know, does he want it? You know, that was the biggest thing for me when it came to my son. It's not something I wanted him to do by any means, but if he wanted it, I was going to support it. Because in order to make it in any branch, in any military, you got to want it. You can't use it as a tool to get ahead in life. You know what I mean? A lot of the times joining the military has been, it has been created to get people out of the hole of not being able to get ahead in life. And so they use it for that tool. And what happens is a lot of the times when you use it for that tool, you get put in positions where you might, you know, live a miserable life. You might be in different departments, different areas within the military. You're not happy. And then you go into the world and you're, you know, just not a very happy person. You know, you're a little grumpy. And so there's that aspect of it. And then there's also the aspect of it is you use it to, you know, get out of whatever life situation you're in. And then you get pulled in to scenarios and you have to stand alongside certain things that you morally, ethically don't align with. You don't align with, but you're tied in now. You're tugged in, right? And so it's one of those things. I know as well as say it. This, you know, some of these avenues are probably true, in fact. And I told her, you know, just as long as he wants it, he's got to have the grit for it. You know, there's so much that people can do within any organization, within any establishment, within any military operation. If you have the grit for it, you have the drive, and you have your morals and your integrity and your ethics intact, you can stand against whatever you have, you know, in a morally ethically forward way. I mean, believe me, I'm a walking testament of it. I mean, it's a hard grind. You have to have grit for it. But it's more than plausible. And I know just the way that things that I've been through in my life, and I know the military presence and the operation of it and just different things my entire life. And even growing up with my grandfather, who was very, very high up in the military, there's just a certain conditioning in the mind frame that you need to adopt. And wanting to have you want it because you have the grit for it is what's going to make you successful within the military. It just will. It just so will. So there's a difference between wanting it versus doing it because you need to, you know, you feel like you're going nowhere in life and this is your only way out to achieving, you know, the title and the status quo and the abundance and the wealth. So here, join the military. And so it can just take you down different pathways depending on what kind of mindset you have when you walk into it. And so I said that to her in very few words, but it was really profound. I was like, wow, I don't even know where that came from. But it was pretty cool. I was like, oh, okay, fair enough, Amanda. I have moments like that all the time. And it blows my mind a lot of the times too. I guess when you've just been through so much throughout your life, as we all have, okay? I don't like being on a platform. I don't like being on a podium, and I try very much to not speak on behalf of that. I speak on behalf of my life. And I've always been able to see what people are going through. Whether they say it out loud or not, I can still see it. I can still see it. And I can see what pathways people take and what it does to their interior soul. And so because I've kind of carried that eyesight throughout my entire life, I just see things so differently when it comes to this world. And then walking through everything that I've so graciously walked through by the grace of God, I just have a different understanding of certain things. I'm not saying my understanding is right by any means. It's my understanding. My understanding doesn't have to be, your understanding. Your understanding is yours. And so it's important for people to understand their own understanding and their inner standing. Golly, I was watching Candace, and I'm still tripped out about whatever his name is, Harpo, bringing Sean Ryan, whatever, with Charlie's blood on it. That's just mind-boggling to me. That is so demonic. Like, why? I don't know. That threw me for a loop. But I mean, when you have the mic in a little thing, and you have that in Mar-a-Lago, and have the tent set up, whatever. But it's so weird. But this is what they kind of do when they go through these little psyops and these assassination or whatever it's so across the board in so many different areas of life, but they put it on the front lines as they're proud of it, and they're bragging about it in different ways, and they think the public's too dumb to pick up on it. And by all means, we have been for moons and moons of years, but we're not that dumb anymore. And so it's really quite demonic when you open your eyes to it. You're like, I can't even wrap my head around that. I just can't. Where you have to be in your mindset, where you'd be like, go in for an interview and you'd be like, hey, I brought you this thing for your museum. It's got some of Charlie's blood on it. I thought you might want it. Could you imagine that conversation? I'd be like, what? I prefer you just leave that in the car, please. You just leave that in the car. Let's not say you did. That's probably what I do. You got me twisted. To each to their own. To each to their own. You want memories with people, Not their blood. Like all my family members that have passed and all my loved ones that are passed. What I would give to go back in time and embrace the memories that I was making with them, and the memories that I do carry with them still, that I'm so grateful for. But what I would give to make more memories, And so it's just one of those things. I don't know. It's just a very unique... When she said that, I was like, what? Anyways, something came to me this morning. My faith versus your faith. That's something I'm working on too, because my faith is my faith and your faith is your faith. And we don't have to see eye to eye on that. And I don't have to understand your faith, and you by all means don't have to understand my faith. And I think there should be a line in the sand drawn there. There should be able to have an open conversation about people's faith and their spirituality and their religion, and understand you might see things differently, but it's okay to have those conversations, and not judge people for what their faith looks like. I guess even when they're handing out weird stuff, seriously, or doing weird stuff on the back end. My gosh, collusion. That's a big word she threw out today. There's a lot of collusion that surrounds me. I'll tell you that. No doubt. Just ask those that are all colluded. Seriously, they'll tell you. Golly bless, by the grace of God, not to be on that side. My gosh. My heart breaks for a lot of people. What the conformity of this world will push them in this little hole where they feel like they have to collude with other people to make really crappy decisions. Could you imagine where somebody has to be at to make those type of choices? It's really sad. Very sad. you know? And so we have to look at it from the other lens of just like the brokenness within that.